Good day everyone. I am Toby Cherie Otadoy from University of Cabuyao, and today I am going to share with you the summary of the movies Patch Adams, Valkyrie, and Bar Boys, together with what I have learned from those movies. But before anything else, I would like to thank Professor Plaridel via Abril for sharing those movies to us. So let's start with the movie Patch Adams. Patch Adams is a real-life based movie of a man named Hunter Patch Adams who once had a serious problem that led him to suicidal. He entered into a mental institution for healing, and he encountered fellow men with the same problem with different issues that he had helped them and entertained, which led him realize his true passion and purpose of life after several failed attempts of finding it in different jobs. Patch Adams realized that in the mental institution the doctors can't help him but the patients do, which is why he decided to leave the hospital and started to pursue his dream, which is he wants to become a doctor. He enrolled in a medical school and he wanted to help those people with their different issues in life, and he wants to bring happiness in their lives. Patch Adams brings laughter to the lives of the sick and dying. However, with what Patch does to make the patients happy, the doctors disagree with him, as for the reason that they are not yet allowed to enter to the hospital.
I want to help people.
That's what I do.
But you suck at it. You don't even look at people when they're talking. I want to listen. I want to really listen to people.
Questions? Treatment?
When they are referred to a patient with a disease, the first thing he does is ask the patient's name, as the doctor seems to scare her. As for me, Patch is a character to himself. He's a bundle of joy.
Hi, Marjorie.
Hi, I'm Patch. You've just experienced a North American greeting, whereby one person offers a verbal label to another as an expression of welcome and friendship.
Please, pass the word. I'm not here to date. I am not here to flirt. I'm here to study.
Big kisses.
In your heads right now. Oh!
Truth of it is, Hunter, passion doesn't make doctors. I make doctors. Understood?
Understood.
Do I look thin to you? I'm trying to lose weight. I'm just trying to lose a little weight. Is that too much? Have I gone too far here? I got a boner. I am a boner.
Clown salute!
Very good.
It's frustrating. I study all night and I'm barely hanging on by my fingernails.
Forget about that. I want to show you something that's extraordinary.
An enema bulb?
It used to be. When applied to your face, it can brighten another person's day. Even a suffering patient.
I'm sure it's really great for kids.
Oh, no, not just kids. Anybody. Patients are opening up to me, Corinne. They're sharing their dreams, their fantasies. And if you hit on the right topic, they brighten up for one brief moment.
I have a crush on you. Can't believe I just blurted that out.
Look, thank you for taking me along tonight. I actually had fun. Good night.
Wait a minute. Just now when I said I had a crush on you, you didn't say, "No way, loser, I'd rather have a lobotomy by a leper." I mean, that means something.
Well, maybe I was just being polite. I didn't want to hurt your feelings.
But you're not polite. You're rude. Sometimes you're downright bitchy.
Good night.
Number 9, right that morphine pony. Come on now, boy. Yeah! Up on there, rolling there. Hey, yeah.
Patch!
I do not love you as if you were salt rose or topaz, or the arrow of carnations the fire shoots off. I love you as certain dark things.
A girl named Karen Fisher appeared as a fellow student of Patch and became his lover. She gave Patch inspiration to finish his purpose, but sadly the only purpose of her character was to die. When she died, Patch pondered suicide again, but saw a butterfly and pulled himself together for the false dawn. Life must go on and he must continue his mission to save patients from their sickness and to make them happy. They may die, but they'll die laughing. The dean of the medical school wants to dismiss Patch because of his bad behavior or for breaking the rules. Next comes the real crisis. Patch is threatened with expulsion from medical school, and there is this courtroom scene.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm fine. Come in.
I really can't stay very long. I just wanted to see how you were doing.
Yeah, you're right.
But it's obvious I want it.
And we don't want to be late.
Just got a telephone call. Dean Anderson wants to see you in his office immediately.
Something happened last night. Corinne Fisher was murdered. She was with Larwood Silver. Shotgun involved, and he turned the gun on himself. Christ, Patch, I'm sorry. I know she was a friend.
The courtroom is surrounded by Patch supporters. They are there as an audience, and in front there are seats for the doctors who will judge Patch's behavior and grades for them to decide if they will let Patch graduate. After Patch gave his speech, the courtroom doors opened up, and all those bald little chemotherapy kids Patch cheered up earlier appeared to support Patch. Each and every one was wearing a red rubber nose. They show all the people around them that Patch gives them happiness, even though he breaks the rules of the hospital. Finally, the doctors decided to let him graduate, as he has great grades and gives courage to the patients. Finally, the doctors decided to let him graduate, as he has great grades and gives courage to the patients. And at the end of the story, he purchased the 105 acres in West Virginia and constructed his dream hospital, the Gasand Heights Hospital. I have learned from that movie that everyone has a different purpose in life, and I realized that failures doesn't end your life. Failures should not hinder you from pursuing your passion and achieving your goals. We shouldn't let failure stop us, and I learned from this man in the mental institution that we should not focus on the problem, but on the solution instead. The movie showed us that no matter how many hindrances Adams fought, he never gave up, even if it was him against the world. And that made me realize that I shouldn't be let down by those people who test me by achieving those goals. And lastly, I should focus more on what my goal is and get motivation from those supportive people around me. And that's all for the movie Patch Adams. Next is the movie Valkyrie. Valkyrie movie is a meticulous thriller based on a large-scale conspiracy within the German army to assassinate Hitler. The character is based on a German soldier who is played by Tom Cruise as Colonel Klaus von Stauffenberg. At the start of the movie, there is a war and Colonel Stauffenberg survived from it. However, he has lost his 2 fingers in the left hand and he lost his left eye.
We've already considered Valkyrie. It isn't suitable.
Not as it's currently written, but the Colonel has an idea I think we should consider.
Excuse me, what is Valkyrie?
Many officers agree with this operation by the reason that they hate Hitler for what he was doing to the army and for what he was doing to the country. It is considered as high treason with the risk of certain death. The conspirators seem remarkably willing to speak almost openly of their contempt for Hitler. Von Stauffenberg was reportedly offended by how the Nazis treated Jews in the 1930s and thought that was a shame to Germany, which may have bothered him more than the fate of its victims. In any case, there is little discussion of the genocide that was taking place. They made sure one another that even if they failed, at least the world would know that not all Germans backed Hitler. Thus it occurs they sacrificed their lives in an effort to kill Hitler. Whatever their true motivations may have been, their strategy includes turning Hitler's Valkyrie plan against him. Von Stauffenberg created the plan to assassinate Hitler, ordering up the reserves to maintain stability and making the immobilization of the SS its first item of business. The reserves were held back to defend Berlin and Hitler in case of an Allied assault. We can tell that the strategy may have been successful. Yes, it did, at least until the word spread that Hitler was still alive. The Führer did so much. Hitler spread to the news that they must not worry about him, and he was unhurt.
Evidence requiring Hitler's signature.
Well, we can all draw straws for that job.
And what about Fromm?
From? Who is from?
He's the commander of the reserve army. I can put the reserve troops on alert, but only Fromm can initiate Valkyrie.
Can you get to him? We're running out of time. Can you
The
get
sad
to Fromm?
part is that they failed to accomplish their mission and they got arrested and executed.
It's no secret he's not happy about it.
I was thinking that what if they succeed and accomplish their mission? Maybe they will not be executed. The end of the story was the last 15 known attempts of Germans to assassinate Adolf Hitler on July 20. 9 months later, with Berlin surrounded, Hitler committed suicide. Nina von Stauffenberg and her children survived the war. What I have learned from the movie is that soldiers are willing to sacrifice their lives for freedom, justice, and honor. They did not bear the shame, they resisted, and they have eagerness to try to do their missions and accept failure. As for me, being a soldier is so challenging as you have to be ready for the consequences if ever you fail with anything. Life is the payment, it is also your choice with what you have to do, and that is why if you take risks, you must be ready for the outcome, even if you won the battle or failed. And now let's talk about the Bar Boys movie. So Bar Boys movie is all about friendship, and there are 4 main leads, and they enrolled in law school, but only 3 of them passed the entrance exam. As the movie opens, the Barkada boys is waiting for the result of their entrance exam in the law school. They love to spend their time at computer games. It is their bonding when they are complete. Each of them have life battles like family battles, love life, and pressure from achieving their dreams as a law student. The 4 of them have different status in life. Chris, played by Enzo Pineda as the rich upper-class kid, Rocco as the kid who knows it all, Carlo Aquino as the humble kid, and Kian Cipriano as the underdog who holds on to their friendship amidst all.
And that is Mr. Carlson. Uno ang grade, and that is a perfect score. Stop it! Bakit kayo pumapalakpak? Are you not aware sa curve if he keeps going up, mas marami sa inyo ang babagsak? You're not aware of that. Mr. Carlson, there must be a sacrifice somewhere. If you hold on to the score...
They have different characteristics and they live their lives separately. Enzo Pineda has complicated relationship with his father as his father wants him to be the best to make her his mother proud. Also, he is a career-obsessed boyfriend who takes his girlfriend for granted. He is willing to take risks to achieve being the best among their class, even being selfish as a friend. Moreover, Pineda had his great moments of intense emotional monologues at the ending part of the story, as he decided to help Eric just to pass. Kian Cipriano as Josh, on the other hand, is the breath of fresh air. That being said, he spent so little time on screen that it felt like short appearance and just a supporting actor. For his character, he chose to be a model instead of studying law. On the contrary, Carlo Aquino and Rocco steals the show effortlessly.
Compute ko na yung grades ko nung first year and hinihila niya yung grades ko pababa this year. Pasensya na. Pare, sobrang importante ito sa akin, so sana maintindihan mo.
Honors lang naman yan eh, di ba? Ako babagsak ako. Alam mo, may sakit si tatay, kailangan ko ng graduate.
Wala na ba ibang paraan yan? Honors lang, ha? Anong pinagsasabi mo? My dad tells me every day that I've been making the wrong decisions my whole life. My girlfriend for 6 years left me. She left me for this honors. So anong honors lang, pare?
Aanhin mo ba yan, ha? Aanhin mo yung honors mo.
Guys, relax lang. You don't have to decide me.
Turan, pwede ba? Huwag kang... Hindi ka naman namin kinakausap.
They have powerful performance on different tones and character. As a student, I can relate it to myself that studying and achieving your goals is hard. However, in the movie, they show that they make different choices just to make way to survive.
My honors para
lang sa kaibigan mo.
The intense part is when Eric suffers because his dad is sick and he suggests to stop studying, and also Enzo have no time with his girlfriend, that they have to deal with it, having their different challenges in life. As the end of the story starts, there is this tension that each of them look for ways just to pass because there is this stereotypical professor who is so strict and willing to fail some student. Eric talked to his another professor and offered him that he would do anything just for his grade. Also, he is suffering from sadness because his dad passed away. The professor did not do anything and Eric cannot do anything. He has no idea that his friends talk to their other professor and help him.
Please. Please. Ken.
Tangina. Tangina! Sige! Keep your fucking honors!
Uy, Eric. Bayaan mo siya.
Kung hindi ka natatalo,
Finally, their finals has come and they will know the result. So far, they all passed the exam and prepare for the big day, which is the bar exam. Ending is, they take the bar exam and they all become a good lawyer. And Josh pursue his dream to become a model.
do you fight or do you quit?
Fight po. Pero aminin ko, natatakot ho ako.
Oh, young man, it's survival of the fittest out there. You will be fine.
The movie is very inspiring for me as I am still a student who is also struggling from studying and keep fighting for my dreams. Dealing with different silent battles while studying is hard, but from the battles we encounter in our daily lives, we have to believe in ourselves that we can do it all and just have faith and do not quit. This movie also taught us that having friends is also good for us for the reason that we need their support sometimes. And that's all for today. Thank you for watching. God bless us.